One of those periods where people are saying we got to reassess who really are the winners, who are not the winners. The Broadcom numbers on Friday, they were astounding. The gain that we had made people think, well, wait a second, maybe Broadcom's the right one.
Now, it was more the outlook, Jim, wasn't it? It wasn't the numbers themselves.
Oh, no, the outlook was amazing.
Talking about 2027, though.
Well, that's a long-term view because they have a clear window. Matt Murphy last night on Mad Money, Marvell Tech, saying the same thing. I think that there is some confusion. If you ask Matt Murphy, which I did, about where does NVIDIA stand, he goes, look, NVIDIA's still the number one. It's just that there's room for everybody. They don't necessarily, Broadcom does not necessarily displace NVIDIA. Broadcom is part of NVIDIA, so is Marvell. It depends on who you're using. Marvell is Amazon Web Services. These big hyperscalers have decided, you know what, we want one GPU company, which is NVIDIA, and then we need to have custom silicon, which burns less hot and is cheaper. So there are three. They're not zero-sum. However, I think there are people who say, you know what, I got to get off this horse. It's going down. There is not much more to it, David.
No,
you have to wait
Jim,
for GTC.
I had similar conversations this morning. In fact, not a zero-sum game. Look at that.
I did not speak to his.
No, we did not talk.
I don't even.
We make sure not to talk to the same.
No,
people.
we actually do. I had no idea. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Can I show you mine?
And the whole idea again is the capex is going up across the board, and continues to from the hyperscalers. Obviously, the numbers we've discussed are astonishing.
Billions upon billions.
Hundreds of billions, really, and that won't change as well. So why is NVIDIA no longer? I don't know. It's hard to say no longer.
Okay,
why?
Look, NVIDIA is up huge, all right?
Right, it's up huge. It's had an incredible year. It's flat for 6 months. Do you wait until they really start shipping Blackwell in earnest, so
I think you wait till. Look, I know no one's going to want to hear this, and I love the stock, but the next big data point is going to be in the third week of March, when Jensen Huang, the CEO, has his GTC conference, and talks about new reasons, new things that are going on at NVIDIA, what it means to have video going on, because I think video is big. Now, do I think it's going to go through to 100? I don't think so. But look, this is one of the great wins of all time, and I think that people just say, you know what? I'm on the wrong horse, Carl. I got to be on Broadcom. And they don't think that maybe it's a field bet, that Broadcom,
right,
Marvell Tech, and NVIDIA are all good because of the demand. We forget the demand. Now, there's a lot of people thought that Amazon's got the.
But I think it's an important point you're making. One doesn't replace the other.
Thank you,
They work in tandem, essentially. I mean, the way that Broadcom chips have been described as sort of as the worker bee chips.
God.
That are good for certain things like that, right?
I have the blocking and tackling bit.
Yeah. So the market, you may see this dispersion right now.
Right.
That chart is shocking when you look at NVIDIA versus.
Unquestionably, in a rapidly changing technological landscape, artificial intelligence is becoming a fundamental pillar of modern innovation. At the forefront of this seismic shift are two industry titans, Broadcom and NVIDIA, who are making headlines with their outstanding advancements in the AI market. These corporate giants are not just competitors in this exciting race. They are its trailblazers, and as the world watches in awe of the thrilling developments and skyrocketing valuations, an intriguing turn of events has pitted these giants against one another in a fierce competition for the title of top AI stock. Will NVIDIA maintain its dominance, or will Broadcom emerge as the eventual victor? As we explore the stories behind Broadcom's and NVIDIA's incredible accomplishments, the undisputed leader gets ready for an enlightening journey where every advancement promises to outperform the one before it. So, what implications does this have for NVIDIA's stock? Let's explore that. But first, a big thank you to those of you who stuck with us this far. Creating these videos takes significant effort and dedication, so if you're enjoying the content, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts on NVIDIA stock in the comments. Your support truly helps us grow. Now let's get back to the video.
I think that, when Broadcom reported and Hock Tan, outlined the vision for custom silicon, that was a change statement in the market, appreciating how the world is led by and dominated by NVIDIA, but that there's also a rising tide here for custom silicon that will help the likes of Broadcom and Marvell as they support, in Broadcom's case, Google, Meta, TikTok, and in Marvell's case, Amazon and Microsoft. So, there's definitely different spots for the different kind of areas of silicon. But, at a very high level, as you think about NVIDIA going into their best product cycle in the history of the company with Blackwell, it's hard to not, think of them as the top outperformer.
Broadcom's foray into the AI space is a full-fledged immersion rather than merely a cautious dip. Their ambitious goals have been made possible by their strategic focus on creating application-specific integrated circuits at SiC aimed at the data-driven world of the future. Broadcom is positioned as a key player in the foundational fabric of AI infrastructures, according to CEO Hock Tan's vision. The company is collaborating with very large clients who intend to deploy an astounding number of Broadcom chips by 2027, demonstrating a synergistic alliance with industry giants. This collaboration is similar to an exciting movie crossover in which superhero titans from various universes come together for a grand mission. This story is made more intriguing by the collaboration with OpenAI, which promises groundbreaking developments and unanticipated possibilities in AI applications, with Goldman Sachs projecting $1 trillion in AI infrastructure spending. Broadcom's prediction that its AI revenues will soar 220% to $12.2 billion by 2024 is merely a prelude to their larger goal of commanding $60 billion to $90 billion in the market by 2027. Investors and techies alike find resonance in Broadcom's story of high stakes and dramatic possibilities, which is amplified to an exciting crescendo. To stay informed about the latest developments from NVIDIA and the ever-changing stock market, consider subscribing to our investing tutorial channel. We provide daily updates on significant market shifts and key catalysts. So hit that subscribe button to ensure you never miss crucial information. We'd love to hear your thoughts on NVIDIA stock, so please share your opinions in the comments below. Now let's dive into today's video.
But how do we know how long the cycle is? And how many quarters we could see growth like this? How does it compare to other previous semiconductor cycles?
Well, this cycle is unlike any other. I think most investors look back to the advent of the internet and how long kind of the internet infrastructure investment cycle played out. But this one's very different, right? Where the companies that are making the investments, predominantly the hyperscalers, they're generating meaningful free cash flow despite, spending hundreds of billions of dollars building out AI. And let's be clear, this is existential for these companies as they all try to get to AGI. And so I think this is a multi-year investment cycle. And, just on Friday, OpenAI released O3. And this model is incredibly important in the sense of the improvements that they're making, the reasoning that they're using. So it's post-training reasoning, where the more compute you apply to the large language model, the better the outcome. And really the big takeaway is that it's driving even incrementally more compute requirements to get to AGI. So the short answer, I think investors are going to be surprised by the magnitude and duration of the investment in AI. And I absolutely believe that, if there is a pause for NVIDIA, the first we would see it would be 2027. And if I'm right with that assumption, then there's clear line of sight for growth for the top AI accelerator companies. So NVIDIA, Broadcom, Marvell. I would say the key arms dealers underneath that, whether it's TSMC or ARM or, semi-equipment players or test companies like Advantest and Teradyne. So I think this AI investment.
In the meantime, NVIDIA dominates 70% to 95% of AI data centers and wields its GPUs like the fabled Excalibur in this captivating battle within the semiconductor industry. The challenge that NVIDIA poses to rivals echoes an audacious if you can. Catch me as a CFO. Colette Kress, perfectly encapsulates this thrilling competition in which all customers vie to be the first to use NVIDIA's recently released AI powerhouse, the alluring Blackwell processors. While some onlookers could have doubts, the massive 94% increase in sales for NVIDIA now clearly indicates the narrative. With $35.1 billion for the third quarter alone, it stands tall. These stats are more than just numbers. They represent a revolutionary change in an industry where audacious claims are supported by strong data. The data center's astounding 112% increase in NVIDIA's impressive $3.8 billion in revenue further highlights the company's dominant position in the AI market. CEO Jensen Huang and other visionaries are placing significant bets on the future, projecting investments that might soar to an incredible $2 trillion over the next 5 years. NVIDIA is writing books full of bold moves and historical maneuvers, not just adding pages to the book of AI. Don't forget to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your input helps create a more knowledgeable community where we can all learn and grow together in the world of investing. Stay up to date with the latest market trends, insights, and key updates by subscribing to Investing Tutorial. We're here to help you make smarter investment decisions and stay ahead of the curve.
Building that is only 100,000 going to 200,000, then maybe 1 million. And Broadcom is saying we will see multiple million unit accelerators. That suggests that the market for training could last much longer and be much bigger than we think over the next few years. So what you said makes sense, I think, for NVIDIA's prior generation product, but Blackwell, they have just started to ship. And that's why it's hard to see that being overstocked anytime soon. And it's back to the point I made before, that it's execution on Blackwell. The day they get Blackwell out and it is shipping without any hiccups to all these customers, I think interest will come back to NVIDIA just as quickly as it seems to have gone in the near term.
Now, we got some leadership stocks that are being torn apart, the heaviest of which, of course, is NVIDIA, up 163% for the year, but down 22 points from its recent highs. Points, not percent. Gee willikers, what exactly is the matter with NVIDIA, down 8 out of the last 9 days? I think nothing. It remains the leader in the most important space of the entire market. It's riding a wave accurately depicted by a seasoned warrior, Matt Murphy, the CEO of Marvell Technology, who said something amazing on this show about the size of the AI opportunity just last night. Listen.
We are in an unprecedented AI supercycle for AI as a service, but also for the silicon TAM underneath it. This is unbelievable. I've been doing this for 30 years. I've been through every major one of these cycles: PCs, smartphones, digital cameras, cloud computing, you name it. This one's bigger than all of them.
NVIDIA is not being dethroned by any competitor. Even
the story becomes more intricate and exciting as the epic battle between Broadcom and NVIDIA progresses, revealing a clear if conclusions are to be formed. Victor is like having to choose between works of art that were painted by Renaissance masters, each of which presents a glorious image of the future of artificial intelligence. With a more favorable forward PE ratio of 30.3 compared to Broadcom's 35.3, NVIDIA may have a slight tactical advantage thanks to its seasoned leadership chip and AI chips. But volatility is always present and lurks like a skilled but unpredictable dance partner, luring investors with promises of profits while warning them of potential fluctuations. As you consider where to place your investments in this high-stakes AI roulette game and how these developments align with your investment strategy, this investment landscape is similar to the fervent enthusiasm of past gold rushes, where prospectors weigh their visions of fortune against the risks that come with them. Finally, if you'd like to know what companies like NVIDIA have been up to lately, click the next video on your screen and I'll see you there.